$1,000,000 rain. This is Stephen Bridges with your sneak preview of this week's Goldthwait Eagle October 12th edition 2011. Mills County received a wonderful rain this weekend with reports of 5 to 8 inches all across the county. You can read this week's Eagle and see who got it and who didn't and how much. The city is pumping water out of the river right now. Their well is also coming online to help alleviate our water needs here in Mills County. And you can read all about it in the Goldthwait Eagle. We're still under stage 3 drought alert though, with watering restricted outdoors. And we're also under a burn ban, so please be noted of that. If you're bored this weekend, it's your own fault. Although the Goldthwait Eagles are off this weekend, they're not playing on Friday night. There's some great six-man action as both Mullen and Star are playing at home. Junior high will also be playing on Thursday. There's also the Family Fun Day that they're going to be having in Mills County and Goldthwait. There's the quilt show, the art show, the chili cook-off, and more. You can read all about it in this week's Eagle. Star Post Office is on the chopping block. We've got a big story about Star's reaction to this and what next and what it means for Goldthwait, Pretty, and Mullen post offices, which are all on that list. So we're all very concerned about that and keep up with reading it in the Goldthwait Eagle as we'll have it for you as it unfolds. Mike Lee's got his big game report on the Eagles versus Owls, a big win for the Eagles this week, and a midseason evaluation. So don't miss that for the Goldthwait Eagles this week. He's always got insightful comments and digs deep into the Goldthwait Eagles each and every week. We've got some great photos from the Farm Bureau Convention last week, which were covered. There's early season archery buck photos and stories in there. Some really great deer already being taken this year despite the drought. The school board approves, the Goldthwait ISD school board approves a drop ceiling in the GMS gym. So you can read about that and amongst other things that they did there at the school board. The class of 63 held a reunion, or will have a reunion this weekend on Saturday. For the GHS class of 63, you can read about that. City Council, Goldthwait City Council talks about the utility rates and water projects, so you don't want to miss that. That's all great news for you to use every day. Oh, what a night. We've got a big page full of Eagle photos from the National Night Out that we had that benefited the local Crime Stoppers. It was all for a great cause. A lot of people had a lot of fun and with a lot of great photos with a lot of your friends in there. Another hole-in-one. You'll have to see who hit a hole-in-one out in Goldthwait Municipal Golf Course this week. I can give you a hint, it's his 4th one, and it's the most anyone's ever hit out there, so we're pretty proud of that. The Mullen class of 1950 held a reunion this past weekend. You can see all the photos from that. The band notes, GHS band notes, Susan Reynolds writes about how well the band did at the DeLeon contest and how you can friend them on Facebook and more. Follow them every week. There's also the big notice of election this week with voting times, dates, and places for our amendment election that's coming up. We are planning this next week a full constitutional amendment special section with all the news, of pros and cons of each amendment, with the wording exactly as it's going to be on the ballot, plus the amendment restated in layman's terms. It's unbiased. It's from a joint House of Representatives and State Senate task force that gets this information out, and we take it and publish it again with their permission, so you can have some good unbiased opinions. Make the decisions yourself. We encourage people to take this special amendment section, mark the yeses and nos just like you want them, and you can take this into the ballots, and it'll help you get through quicker and not make any mistakes. And we want you to vote exactly how you want you to vote. We sure don't want to bias any election, but we would sure like people to be, number one, to get out and vote, and number two, be informed voters. So we encourage everyone to read that. That'll be a special thing coming up next week in the Goldthwait Eagle. This has been your Goldthwait Eagle sneak preview for this week. This is Stephen Bridges signing off. Thank you.